Hi, I'm Jamie Hartman with New Road, South Jersey at eXp Realty. I'm here with Ryan Goldberg, VP of Lending at Guaranteed Rate, and he's here to answer all of your mortgage questions. There has been so much confusion about the mortgage industry. Ryan, thank you so much for being here and addressing all of our questions.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
When it comes to hiring a mortgage lender, not all lenders are the same, right, Ryan?
Oh, yes. Yeah. This is very true. There's been a lot of influx over the last couple of years of tons of people getting into our business, as you know, on the real estate side, as well as on the mortgage side.
Absolutely. And one thing that really binds Ryan and I is that we do business the exact same. And what does that really mean? When it comes to hiring your mortgage lender, responsiveness is key.
Yeah, it is. A lot of clients call up and our first conversation that we have is it's always about rates and fees, which we've talked about before. But it's not just about that. When you're looking for a lender and you're looking for somebody that you can work with that's going to finance one of the biggest purchases you're going to make of your entire life, you have to have a good relationship, a good bond with that person. Make sure that you can communicate with them, get what you need, the answers back from them. But you also have to make sure that they're there for you and they're available when you need them.
Right. And one thing I will say about Ryan is that after showing properties on a Sunday, I might need a pre-approval on a Sunday night. And I can tell you on one hand, how many lenders would call me back on a Sunday night in order for me to get that offer in. And Ryan is one of them. That's why I'm still working with him.
I try to mimic my working partners. If I'm getting called, that means you're working, and that means that I need to be working as well.
Right. And it is unfortunate, right? Everyone wants to have their Sunday nights, but at the end of the day, it is so important to serve our clients the way that they need to be served. And if you ultimately are looking at properties on that Sunday, you want to know that you can get an updated pre-approval in real time. I cannot stress the importance of that.
Yeah. So the pre-approval is one very big part, but also for the buyer to know what their payments are going to be, know what they're going to be out of pocket, how much their cash is going to be. It's important for us to be able to go over those things before you make an offer.
Right. And that comes to the responsiveness, right? Like, if you call one of us, we will answer within that same business day. We will not let it drag on for days before hearing from us. And so that is so important.
Yeah.
What is, would you say, another really important factor when you are interviewing a mortgage lender besides obviously the rate?
Yeah, right. So the rate we've talked about, and again, you and I have had many similar situations where a client has come to me and said, "I'm getting an offer of a great rate. I can't leave this lender." And I've always told you and told every client as well, we never want to lose a client to interest rates or fees. We want to make sure that we're keeping the client happy, but also giving the best service, and that's most important to me. So we will match any rate that's out there, any fees that are out there, as long as we have it in writing from that other lender. But to me, the next probably the most important part is going to be the education part, right? So getting educated about all the different types of financing that's available to you. And then the responsiveness and the speed that you're going to get from your lender as well.
Right, and being local.
Yeah, being local here, I try to go to every single one of my closings. It's just the last part of the transaction, and it's nice to see those happy clients getting their keys for the first time.
Right, but also one important factor that clients don't also usually consider is that if you have a lender that is local, their team is usually local. So with other banks, I'm not going to name names, sometimes you might get a processor or an underwriter that might be on the other side of the country. So then you're battling time zones and 800 numbers. Having your lender on speed dial is critical to ensuring your success throughout the entire transaction. I cannot stress that enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my team mimics my work style as well, and they are all group text messages, chats, you name it. We are all working all the time. Right? Last night I was on the phone with one of my team members about a file at like 10:30 at night. So it happens, but we are all working just for the greater good of the client. Customer service is most important.
Definitely. So make sure when you are hiring a mortgage lender, if you're not calling Ryan, make sure that they are local and responsive. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's it. I think we're good.
Awesome.